Phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe has been a massive disappointment for Disney, with so many different things underperforming in the box office, Disney Plus series that people aren't interested in. And it's because Marvel was true to their word. They told us that they weren't going to focus on story, they weren't going to focus on entertaining their fans. Instead, they would try to find a new audience through virtue signaling, through focusing on diversity and inclusion. And that's exactly what they've done. In the upcoming She-Hulk series on Disney Plus is no different, and in fact, all along the way, they have told us that this is a show made by female activists for female activists. That's the bottom line, and if you're not down with that, we don't need you watching our series. That desire to virtue signal, to be activist, may be the reason why, in every single advertisement you're seeing for She-Hulk, the person who plays She-Hulk is virtue signaling herself. She-Hulk star promotes trans rights in Disney Plus ads, and people noticed this a while ago. This is Abomination AJ. Does this pic make you feel like you're watching promotion for a hashtag She-Hulk series? Her shirt says support trans futures, as opposed to just being a She-Hulk graphic tee or green lettering that says smash. Hashtag Disney, hashtag Marvel, hashtag sucks. A lot of people did see this and were wondering the exact same thing. Why wouldn't you actually be promoting the show while you're promoting the show? And now the actress, the lead actress herself, has provided some information. Diversity and inclusion have been watchwords for Disney as of late, as the company moves to add all the colors of the rainbow to its canvas, much to the detriment of their ratings and their fans. The MCU has been an important part of that drive and has seen some incredible growth in the area of representation throughout Phase 4. That must be why Phase 4 is the one that's so severely underperforming. Isn't that crazy? While She-Hulk Attorney at Law, the next MCU project, may not seem to be pushing boundaries in the same way, the show's lead, Tatiana Maslany, has made it clear she wants to use her platform to spread the same message. Maslany recently talked about how her decision to promote transgender rights through her apparel and marketing for the show plays in the overall themes that Marvel and Disney have been reinforcing. Maslany can be seen in featurettes for the series wearing a shirt that says support trans futures, a clear sign of her support for the struggle for equality for both transgender and wider LGBTQ plus communities. I think some people are still under the impression, only people in these bubbles, woke people in these fucking bubbles, they're under the impression that maybe trans people aren't allowed to exist or something, so they feel the need to bring attention to that, which obviously is just not the case. While the decision may seem small, Maslany remarks she's aware of what reach images like this have. I know how little it costs me to do something like that. I'm incredibly privileged, and I'm very fortunate to have the platform that I do, and I'm very supportive of people who are fighting on the ground for LGBTQ rights. That community means a lot to me, and if there's any way I can continue to voice my allyship, then I'll do it. Again, every single ad you see for She-Hulk, this is what you're watching. And we also learned from the writer more about the disaster that She-Hulk is going to be. Most important scene of women helping She-Hulk in the toilet almost got cut. Writer Jessica Gao explains why she fought to keep it. The scene in question took place when a confused and disheveled Jennifer Walters found herself in a bar's restroom, her clothes and hair a mess, and her shoes missing after blacking out from becoming She-Hulk. A group of women enter the restroom, and seeing the state Jennifer's in, they immediately offer their support, cleaning her up and arranging her looks, even giving her shoes to wear. They give her their own shoes. Jessica, 38, explained, that scene was so important to me. There were so many times it was on the chopping block because a lot of people didn't understand it. But this is the single most important scene in this entire episode. Truly, the women's bathroom is the safest, most protective, and supportive environment. Again, focusing on very strange things that will only appeal to a very small portion of people who are actually going to be watching this. This is what they're doing with She-Hulk. And by the way, we got a new clip from She-Hulk. Do you want to see how cringe and unfunny this entire thing is going to be? I know you do. Here you go.
So, back to what I was saying before, my theory.
Oh, God.
Steve Rogers did not have a girlfriend before he went into the service.
Says who?
The History Channel. So he becomes Captain America, and from that moment on, a symbol of America, he is rushed to the front lines, he becomes a war hero, then he is frozen in ice.
First of all, how fucking boring is this? Imagine putting this clip out there as promotional material. It's about to be, continue to be cringe and boring, but it'll also become very unfunny.
Right.
So, based on everything you've told me, after he gets unfrozen, he goes from world-threatening disaster to world-threatening disaster That's when he's not a fugitive from the law, right? So it seems like he was pretty busy.
All you're doing is repeating everything that I've already told you about my friend and colleague.
Obviously, Captain America was a virgin.
Look out!
If you didn't catch that, obviously Captain America was a virgin. We have now wasted 45 seconds on absolutely nothing. This is the clip they put out. And oh, by the way, there's a spaceship on the road. And because the woman wasn't paying attention...
Was a virgin.
Look out!
Now we're in a car crash. Now, this may be the only actually funny part, the only part that might make people chuckle. Just like Az says, woman driver fails to see massive spaceship because she isn't paying attention to the road. Makes sense to me. This show is not going to be about entertaining people. It's going to be about sending a message, just like we've seen time after time after time. I think it's going to be pretty hard for them to get normal people to actually tune in and watch this garbage. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.